lie. Is this movie gonna piss some people off? Oh yeah, it's gonna piss a lot of people off. And I absolutely loved it for it. It's basically, you know, failing to blame the right people. And it's so frustrating because it like silently happens in the background, and in the end it kind of throws it at you in your face, and you're like, oh yeah, did we ever think about that? Oh boy. I can use one word to honestly describe this movie is divisive. This movie is incredibly political. So I'm just gonna start this video by saying I'm not here to give my opinion on none of that stuff. I'm just here to review the movie and give my overall thoughts. I'm gonna lie, is this movie gonna piss some people off? Oh yeah, it's gonna piss a lot of people off. And I absolutely loved it for it. Is this movie perfect? No, I have some issues, particularly with the runtime. The runtime is insane. This movie is long, and it felt long after a bit, and it did not help it. I honestly feel this movie would have been better if it was way shorter. It takes place during everyone's, you know, big stinker, and the standoff between a small town sheriff played by Joaquin Phoenix versus a mayor played by Pedro Pascal, that sparks a power keg as neighbor is pitted against neighbor in the town of Eddington, New Mexico. Start with the positives, guys. This movie is incredibly, it does not care who it pisses off. And I think that that's the whole point of it. It's job at showing that, you know, no matter where you stand, how horrible each other can be and how they can justify each other. And that happens a lot in the movie. That and along, you're also following Joaquin Phoenix's life, which to be frank, it doesn't really look like it's going too well with his wife, Louise, played by Emma Stone, who is great in this movie. You know, apparently not really being faithful, and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, familial stuff with him wanting a baby but she not wanting a baby. Oh man, it goes crazy. By the way, there's gonna be spoilers in this. I'm sorry, I have to go into spoilers. Just in my opinion, if you want to see this movie, I do recommend it. Just be prepared. This movie is not apologetic about what it says. Man, this movie's a little, okay, so there's a lot going on in this movie. To its benefit, I don't know. That's up to you. It didn't bother me. However, there is a lot going on. The whole, you know, big stinker thing with people being nasty towards each other, to corporations using this chaos to their benefit to get the things that they want. And that's one thing that I'm gonna go into later. Joaquin Phoenix is great in this movie. He's just a great actor. I have nothing bad to say about him. So is Pedro Pascal. Honestly, I'm just tired of seeing Pedro Pascal. The story about this man who basically just reached the end of his rope and ended up just losing his mind. Emma Stone and Austin Butler, even though they're in this movie, their performances weren't really like, you know, that like grandiose. It didn't require that much, in my opinion. First act of this movie, I'm not going to lie to you, was incredible. I absolutely loved the first act. Everyone in the theater was having a good time. Everyone was laughing at all the jokes, and there's a lot of them in this movie. When it got tense, and the music changed, the whole tone of the movie changed, which I really liked. Unfortunately, it did get hurt with the fact that it dragged in Act 2. 3 definitely picked back up, but frankly, I just feel like if you guys would have cut a little bit of Act 2, this movie would have been a way better movie, frankly. Brings up a lot of politics. It's insane. It's like, if you're bombarded with one and then you're bombarded by the other, so just fair warning, no matter where you stand. Which again, there's also this irony in this movie, because while all of this is going on, there's other stuff going on in the background that's honestly worse, and no one pays attention to it. The biggest things that I noted were 2 things. Number 1, the homeless man and the corporation always lingering in the background. There's a homeless man that just goes around and screams for help, is constantly yelling for help, and everyone just keeps shoving him around, ignoring him, frankly, treating him awful, frankly. And in the end, again, spoiler alert, you know, he gets discarded only to be forgotten, and no one ever thinks about it. It made me think about, you know, not just the homeless population overall, but people with mental health issues and how it's not taken seriously. Is that the word? I'm sorry, the allegory? I'm not too aware of it, but it really felt like it was just a nuisance that needed to be gotten rid of, and in the end it did. And I don't know, it's just, I felt like that's what that was. I might be reading too much into it. Both sides used the big stinker as a pawn to help themselves. Meantime, the corporation was just doing whatever they wanted and just supported what they needed in order to get what they wanted. And in the end, they did. Both sides failing to do anything for the people who are the ones that ended up suffering the most. It's basically, you know, failing to blame the right people. And it's so frustrating because it like silently happens in the background, and in the end it kind of throws it at you in your face, and you're like, oh yeah, did we ever think about that? I might be reading way too much into it, but that's just what I thought seeing this movie. With the negatives, this movie is a little messy. It's a little bit all over the place. I honestly did get lost in Act 2. I got my footing back up in Act 3, but there's a lot going on. Almost too much, frankly. The whole side story with the wife, I just didn't care for because it almost led to nothing other than just more misery for the main character. I don't know, it's just I feel like there were some stories that were brought up and then not giving a conclusion. At least not that I remember. This movie's trying to be very serious, but then it's like trying to be very comical. Again, it didn't bother me. I actually ended up enjoying it. I don't know if it'll be your cup of tea though. Enjoy this movie. I honestly enjoy this movie. I do recommend it. Just be warned, it is not afraid to offend anybody. If you disagree with me, sirs and madams, take it down to the comment section below. Leave a like and subscribe on your way there. I don't know what happened there. Yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye.